Hello everybody, this is Xalen from LittleNerdyAX, and I'm joined by my friend, you're familiar with her, Dohan. We also have special guest, Diana, and then we also have Alan, also known as Alan Cheesy on the interwebs. I got it right?
That's right.
Okay, cool. The four of us went to ED over the course of 2 days.
ED?
E3! Our edit! It's already started. It's going in here. And then we have the cold open. There we go. Okay. Before we EED.
E3.
So this week was E3, and the four of us had the opportunity to go. Were any newcomers? E3. This is my fourth or fifth year.
That's my second, but it's relatively new to me still.
Okay.
That's my first time.
First timer, yes.
It was my second time, but the last time I went was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Oh, really? And Deanna, it was your first time. Did you have any expectations going in?
Mostly, I tried to play as many games as possible, just to get familiarized with the gaming industry, because I've been behind schedule the gaming industry for a couple of years now. So it's good to see all the new games that are coming out and just all the things that I'm interested in and looking forward to.
Overall, were you pleased with your first time at E3?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, definitely. I'll go every single year as possible.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, for
There we
sure.
go.
I'm looking forward to the next one for next
You're
year.
an
So.
E3er.
Yes,
I'm
E3er.
gonna skip from you over here. Second time since the last time you went. Any improvements or?
I feel like the experience was kind of the same,
Mhm.
because I know this is more of a trade event and not really all about playing games as much as I thought it would be.
Mhm.
But the big thing about going the year I went, which was 2011, I think, was the Wii U was the first time they came
That's
out.
right.
They had the shell of the game pad
Mhm.
not connected to anything, just literally there. It's not powered on or anything, just for you to like hold it and see how it feels. And
Yeah.
to me, that was a big reason why I went, because it was just like a new direction Nintendo. It seemed like they were going,
And they went.
and yeah, and it was cool. I didn't get to play much. I played some shooters on like Xbox and
Yeah.
PlayStation, but yeah, overall, I always aim to want to like play Nintendo things, and it always seems like the hardest thing to do.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this year was a very similar.
I agree with that.
experience.
We'll get more into that
Yeah.
later. And so, Doe, having returning to E3 or whatever, any changes in comparison to your previous experience?
Well, in my first experience, I really don't remember much of it at all, but I definitely had a lot of. I had a lot of fun this year too, because I'm not. For me, I only have the Wii U, and so my games are still very limited too.
Mhm.
Like even on the PC, I have a PC and I have Steam downloaded, but I just haven't played any Steam games. I don't have any handhelds, and so my only knowledge that I know about video games is pretty much Nintendo, and Nintendo basically just focused on Zelda.
Yes,
Right.
yes, they did. My own personal opinion, I was happy that they showed Zelda. That's what I wanted at E3, and that's what I got. I, however, was a little concerned because that is all that I got. They had a panel that talked about like Pokemon Go, and during the Treehouse event, that they talked about it or whatever. But the only game that was playable from the Nintendo booth at the expo was Zelda. And
Playable? Did you say playable?
Zelda was.
Did you guys play?
Somebody here actually had the opportunity of playing Zelda, right? And talk about that experience. What was it like, and how were you able to? What did it take for you to? Yes, what did it take for you to play Zelda for like the 30-minute period that you were allowed to?
It took about 3 hours in line.
Excuse me.
It
My
was
body
pretty
wasn't
much.
ready.
Wow.
It was pretty much a line within a line within a line. So it was pretty much like a 3-hour wait.
Oh my
I
god.
had high hopes that it would have been a lot shorter than that because I didn't realize you got to play for half an hour.
It's pretty.
That's pretty good.
30
Actually.
minutes is
It is.
good. I wish it was more than 30 minutes after all the long wait.
Mhm.
But yeah, definitely, it's a very good game. I really like the whole the wild theme to it. Like you're inside the a jungle forest
Yeah.
theme to it, and it's pretty much like killing beasts and creatures, and it's sort of like a survival base as well. Like you go and you kill creatures, and then you kind of you gather up their meat and you cook, and that's how you regain your health back. So it's pretty much like a cooking skill and also like a survival skill as well. So it's interesting how it is how it evolves into the wild and how it's going to transition to the next stages and chapters in the game. So
That's why I liked about it, because when a Link killed those creatures, they turned into steaks.
Yes,
Yes.
in the clip you watch, he shoots
Yes.
them, they die, and they become instant steaks. I wish
Yes.
my life worked like that.
yes,
But then again, there'd be a lot of steaks lying around.
Yeah.
I would just, or maybe there wouldn't.
You
I'd
just
be
gather
hungry.
Would they be
Take it home.
human steaks? It's not like there's wild boar. Just
You know what?
yeah.
No, we won't know, will we? We will never know. But yeah, I agree. The Nintendo booth, the demo itself, I didn't get to play it, but I do like the idea of being able to take some time with it. However, I think that was probably too long for the amount of people that were waiting, and I think that was probably my biggest concern and why I kind of gave up as far as like trying to even experience Zelda at the convention. Only because you figure if there's, like you were saying, a line to get into a line
Yeah.
or whatever, and there's like a line to get into a line to get into a line to get a token to get in line.
Yes.
And then, even when we go into the exhibit, if you check the other videos or whatever, you'll see like some of the clips of the inside. They put a lot into their presentation, and on both sides of the booth there were just consoles everywhere. But there were only people who played in line in the press.
Yes.
And even with that many consoles, it still took you 3 hours
Yes.
to get in to play for 30 minutes. So even if they have 50 consoles, if everybody's playing 30 minutes or whatever, you have like that has to be considered into the wait time. And that's not even including just traveling and setting up and everything like that. Like that's I think was what kind of, I felt like the demo that I did not get to play, as fun as it was, may have been too long for the crowd that Nintendo is used to getting, in my own opinion. But that's only because I'm probably bitter because I was an outsider. Alan, any opinion on the Nintendo booth?
Yeah, again, like, because I went in with the mindset as a fan, I keep forgetting that this is a trade event. And, the 30-minute limit, which seems long for a demo, I think was catering towards press so that they could get experience it, they could publish it and then talk about their experience, whatever website, whatever magazine.
That makes a lot of sense.
So it is catered more towards that. So as a fan, you do get kind of frustrated thinking like, I'm waiting 3 hours and it's not worth it because I know everyone's going to be there playing for half an hour. It just doesn't seem worth it to even try it.
It's like the only way to get in was to either play the demo, which means you stood in line to get online, or you stood in line to watch a trailer. Now, standing in line to watch a trailer isn't that bad, but I will say a part of me would have liked it if the trailer was just playing consecutively. You just walk in, walk past it, then walk out. But then maybe this is their form of crowd control because they did have such an elaborate presentation. They only wanted a maximum number of people. But then there was no one kicking you out once you got in there. So in my mind, would it have been better to just have the booth open
Yeah.
for people to come and go as they please? I kind of wanted to see other Nintendo products, merchandise that were coming out with the year.
Yeah.
I can just still taste your bitterness.
Can you taste it? It is bitter like that mushroom that Link got to eat. Yep. That wasn't a joke attempt. So, is anyone here a Square Enix fan? No?
Not really.
No? Am I
Not
the only
RPG
one?
guy.
I am the only one. Okay, I'm just going to briefly say this in my debrief or whatever. Square Enix did a lot of things that I liked. Meaning that they had multiple stations. Some of them had lines, some of them didn't have lines, like organized lines or whatever. They had some competitions for playing stuff or whatever. That's actually what I like to see. At E3, other booths are doing it. Square Enix just stood out to me mostly because I'm waiting for Kingdom Hearts. I will
You'll
deal
keep
with the
waiting.
appetizer of 2.8, but I know 3 is coming next year, so I'm excited about that. And then also this year, Final Fantasy 15, which is supposed to be like Square Enix's, like it can either make or break them, apparently, or whatever. I already have mine pre-ordered, like I'm all set, my body is ready. Also, keep an eye out for my episode 2 reaction video. Okay, anyways, I just put it right, everything goes above Alan's head. You know how this video goes. But yeah, that to me, I would have loved if, doing a comparison again, apologies, if Nintendo did something like that where they had just other little games, because they've done like that before in the past. They did like that last year, where you play mobile games. The Super Mario Maker, which took up a chunk of it. They had Star Fox. They had Smash Brothers. They had some other third-party Hyrule Warriors. Like, they were all there. So even if you weren't there looking at Zelda, if you didn't even care about Zelda, there was still something there for you. And that's kind of going back to Nintendo. But I like what Square Enix did. And I really appreciate that, especially considering that they have a lot of, they're a publishing company, so they have a lot of different games or whatever for you to experience, everything from tablet to full-on console. So that was pretty cool. We spent some time actually with the tablet for the Deus Ex game, which surprisingly was more entertaining than I wanted it to be.
Yeah, I agree. It's fun.
Yeah. Whatever. Was there a particular booth of note to you? E3, we're judging you hardcore right now.
If anything, whatever booth was the Deus Ex game.
That was part of the Square Enix.
Yeah, that was fun. Again, it says a lot when you can go to a booth and just play a game, and you get immersed in it, and you're like, you come away thinking, that was kind of fun, I might want to buy it.
Yeah.
And then you get to these bigger companies, they don't let you play anything, and you're just like, I guess I'll buy it. Like you have a different kind of enthusiasm to play it, But yeah, I really enjoyed that. That's one thing that stood out, and it was really something I just happened to walk by and was like, I'm just going to touch the screen. And, no expectations, and it was a pretty fun experience alone.
All right. What about you, Dodi? And a booth particularly stand out to you?
No, not particularly. I mean, you have your gripes about the Nintendo booth, but one game that I did see that I thought was just interesting, because I don't think I'd ever seen anything like that, was Horizon?
Horizon, yes.
Horizon New Dawn?
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah. And just, it looks just really cool. I think when I first saw the woman, with the skins on, I was just like, it just didn't interest me. Then I saw these technological beasts becoming corrupted, and her having to take control of them. And she could take control, then corrupt other things at the same time. It just looked really cool, and that's the thing about it. Like, for me, I think I'm more of, if those type of games, I'm more of a viewer. That's why I like watching you, but I'm not exactly a player of those type of games. But I like watching it. So it just seemed like a really, really novel idea. That I like. If you ever got it, I would definitely
stream it. Everybody come watch me as I get killed by robots in the wild. Deanna, what about you? Was there a particular area that stood out to you or a booth presentation?
Well, one game that I'm actually looking forward to is Recore. So, you're a fan of it.
You got to pet the thing, didn't you? Like, it walked around. That gazelle thing, that robot gazelle thing, was from Recore.
Was it Recore? I think it was from Horizon.
Oh, it was.
The one. The robotic
there was a dog.
creature.
There was a dog picture that was from Recore.
You need to check yourself.
Yes, the dog is from Recore. The dog is from Recore. The a dinosaur-looking creature that's from Horizon.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play it because it was like another 2-hour wait for it.
To play it?
Yes.
Wow.
It's just because it was a very popular game.
Yeah.
There was just a lot of demand for it. A lot of people wanted to play it, so I just kind of looked at other people play. But it was a really interesting game. It has like a futuristic sci-fi look to it. It's a female character that she goes into like varieties of different worlds, and it's just killing creatures and those kind of like fantasy like she has like spells and things like that. Like weapons and spells and like fighting attacks and stuff. But it's a very interesting game that for sure I'll be looking forward to when it comes out.
Well, VR seemed to be pretty big this year.
VR was big.
I wasn't there last year or the years before, obviously, but even within the Sony, the Sony thing,
the Sony VR, they had
not
stuff.
to say half their games, but pretty decent. Like especially the big ones have, I believe, VR capability, but you don't need them.
Which is nice. They're not forcing it on you.
Yeah.
Though we got to experience VR. I think it was both our first time using a VR device. It wasn't the Oculus. It was. What's the name of it? Emirates. I can't remember the name of it because.
First of all, I didn't experience it.
Boom! There we go.
Glasses.
Yeah.
They don't prevent me from doing things in daily life, but they do prevent me from engaging in. The thing about Imrex, the problem with that is that it did not. It's not an enclosure like the Oculus or the Amazon cardboard thing are. And or the Vive or whatever. Like those are things that can go over your glasses.
Okay, that's good.
But
that's
this
good
one,
to know.
I had to take off. It almost like pressed against my eyes, and they were trying to like play it off. Like, well, maybe you can just adjust it. Your eyes, with those like kind of little nostrils and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's for people who can see. It's not an optometrist where they go like, okay, is it ready? Okay,
no.
one or two.
One or two. One or two. They tried,
but it seemed a little disingenuous, and also it was kind of very heavy up front.
Yeah, yeah,
Kinda,
it was.
it sloped a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that if I could see, if I didn't have glasses, it would have been, I think, a decent experience.
But you have experienced VR before with your glasses on, so there are devices out there
It
that
was tight.
accommodate.
It was super tight. It was like pressing
Okay.
against it. It was basically it's called Amazon cardboard. It's one of those things that you can just buy. It's a plastic thing that you can put your smartphone in,
Oh,
and then
okay.
just kind of attaches to your head, and you can actually move it around.
Have either of you experienced VR, Alan, Deanna?
No, I
No?
haven't never done it.
Okay,
No, I
okay.
haven't.
It might be something to, I mean, because that's where the industry's trying to push. I know that we were doing stereoscopic and everything, 3D,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that's like the biggest trend, but everybody's fighting to do that now. I'm not personally. I don't like having to wear something to enjoy a film or play a game,
Yeah.
but VR seems to be the next thing. And my personal experience with the Amex device would be my first device. And, in the comments you can tell me if there were other versions or other better products or whatever. I like the idea of Amazon Cardboard or products being able to accommodate glasses. I do wear them, even though I wear my contacts often or whatever. Was the actual video quality. I was not necessarily impressed. Everything, you said pixelated. Everything was pixelated, and I was wearing contacts, and I could see, and things were still pixelated. And that kind of, I won't say it bugged me, but I noticed a change. And then when they got, they tried to show you, like, you go into a video store and they have, like, demos and everybody showing the pretty landscapes and pictures. I got there, meaning in the video. So we went to this place that was bright and sunny and beautiful. And instead of seeing rays of sunlight, I just saw series of yellow and white rectangles. And I was like, I was like, you guys should not have chose this shot. This shot should not have been in this presentation because this beautiful natural setting, like, it looks completely digitized, like it's completely pixelated. Like, I'm not enjoying this. I wouldn't want to watch this if I had a choice.
Also,
Yeah.
it would be help too if they could accommodate glasses, but
That's the biggest thing. Most nerds that are going to be into this are going to be wearing glasses because we blinded ourselves staring in front of screens our lives. Everybody on this panel right here wears glasses. I'm just cheating at the moment.
Yes.
Open world was a big theme for a lot of the
I was
games.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Just at a quick glance, like if I wasn't sure what game I was looking at, just across the board, they all kind of look the same in a way. Because you see Zelda and he's in this, or Link and he's in this big world. There's Final Fantasy and he's in this big world.
God of War.
God of War
What
felt
we
like
saw
that, too.
felt big.
Every character is in a big
Yeah,
world, pretty
yeah,
much.
Horizon.
Yeah, so it's-
Recore,
yeah.
everybody's pretty. There's a one
Yeah, so
main
that's-
character and a world, pretty much.
Yeah, I think definitely that was a trend in addition to.
I
Like,
sense an
VR stuff.
oversaturation coming. If it hasn't hit already,
well,
I think
it's
it's
not
coming.
just that, but they all look the same too. They're all using
Yeah.
the same what engine.
Yeah, the
right?
characters-
It's the Unreal
They're-
Engine.
They all look beautifully
beautiful.
the same.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
the thing.
My thing is just creatively, like if I had the ability to start developing a game or whatever, I wouldn't go for something that was realistic. Like, and when I say realistic, I mean based off of our reality, because everybody's kind of doing that. All the open world games are meant to kind of mimic this. Zelda gets away with it a little bit because they're painterly and it's very colorful, and there's a bigger fantasy element to it. But even with like Recore and Horizon and even God of War and like all the open games that are coming out right now, they're all kind of based to make things look like this world. It would be cool if there was an open world that didn't look like this world. Maybe reverse it. Maybe the sky's green, the grass is blue. But just something to that would be that would be refreshing for the open world games that are coming out, in my opinion. Dude.
I think if there was going to be one E3 that I would look forward to, it would be next year. That's
Next
when the
year?
NX
That's right.
is going to be coming
I didn't
out,
see. Did anybody hear anything about NXT, the new Nintendo console?
I think it's just NX. NX is a
NX.
wrestling thing.
That's fail. I have two fails.
Hashtag wrestling.
Hashtag wrestling.
It's been more
this
than
guy.
2 times.
Yeah, no, they briefly mentioned
you for that.
They briefly mentioned the NX, which is Nintendo's next. They're not even calling it a console, I don't think, but they're releasing Zelda on that simultaneously with the Wii U version. So they were saying end of 2016, but then they delayed it to 2017. So
As long as
next
we
year
still
E3 is
get
probably
Zelda
a good guess.
this year, I think we'll be fine.
Mhm.
If they want to release them simultaneously, people would be kind of upset. Or maybe not, I don't know. Would it be worth it postponing the game for the console to release on the new and the old console?
That's going to make a lot of people angry.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
think so. And Nintendo, it's going to be, they're probably not going to have the stock, which could be intentional or unintentional. I'm looking at you, Wii and Amiibos, where everybody's kind of fighting over a few, products, or I don't know. I
Didn't a
don't know.
similar thing happen with Twilight Princess?
Where
Where they released it on the GameCube and then there was like a Wii
That sounds vaguely
launch
familiar.
title too.
No, I think something like that did happen, which is kind of
Yeah,
weird.
'cause I
No,
remember-
I think you're right. I was like, I'm definitely gonna buy the new version. Why would I get the old version?
Link is usually left-handed, so I remember the GameCube version he was left-handed, and on the Wii version,
Oh, they just
because of the
flipped it around?
remote, yeah, they I don't know if they flipped the whole Zelda
I think the whole
world.
game was flipped. I think
Yeah.
the whole game was flipped.
Yeah.
I
Someone
think
check my facts.
The only thing that they just have to, I guess, keep an eye out for maybe is that they need some launch title. You need a launch title.
Yeah,
Either Mario
yeah,
Kart
yeah.
or a Smash, but they already came out a couple of years ago. So.
There was a rumor about Smash coming to NXT, but
NX.
NX. I'm sorry, guys. There was a rumor about Smash coming to NX, but I think that it was going to be a port as opposed to a new Smash game. At least if one were to come, the first one would probably be a port.
Or just the next Mario platformer, which we haven't heard of.
Which is
Right.
that's actually another thing I was looking for from Nintendo. We're doing a lot of Nintendo talk here. There was no. But it wasn't the Mario I thought it was. Instead, we got Mario Party,
Yes, for the handheld.
and I was like, oh, no, that's Mario. Like,
But
that's,
it's not even about Mario, it's about the Toads.
it's really about the Toads. It's really about the Toads. Well, they added Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, and that's where the amiibos are coming from. Them amiibos, little pimping out amiibos for every game. I don't know what the functionality of 3 Breath of the Wild amiibos are going to do for the game, but they're going to exist. So blessings to everyone. Amiibo blessings to everyone. Do your pre-orders now, because that's what's going to happen. They're going to make like 10 of them
Yeah.
and ship them overseas. I was in that. I've been there. Okay. Were there any particular like Sony titles that you were excited or looking for or even curious about?
I mean, I don't know. I've always been more of a Nintendo guy, so
Oh,
the
shit.
big reason I got a PS3 was because I got a great deal on it, and I wanted a Blu-ray player.
Consolation, Desktop.
But I don't know. In general, for my PlayStation, I've really only played wrestling games, basketball games, and fighting games. Just kind of
Oh.
quick pick up and play.
Yeah,
games.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got Heavy Rain back when it was like a discount, and it was sitting wrapped for like another 2 years. Like I just haven't played it. Just I don't know.
As in, you still have not played it.
Correct. I have taken it out of the wrapper though. I have not
One
put
step at a
it-
time.
Not
Every year,
really
another
slow,
step.
Yeah, honestly, I've been
Next year, you'll touch it.
I just
Yes,
kind
it
of
is.
I went through
Open
this
it.
kind of this lull where I just didn't play games as much, and then because of people playing the Wii U at work, I started playing games here, and then I dusted off my 3DS, which I got on launch today, so I'm a fan. But
Yes.
Have you ever played your 3DS?
Oh yeah.
You're playing Moon,
I played a lot. I beat
Luigi's-
Luigi's Mansion the other day, and then
For your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
You took it from her and beat it from her. Dang.
Well, she didn't beat it, and I had to
Coming in doing work.
do some work. Yeah. But yeah, and
Hopefully
then
she doesn't watch this.
But yeah, as far as if anything, I'm playing on my PS3. I will play Heavy Rain. And
When PS5 comes out.
He'll
Yeah.
open up the box, but I'm not sure.
yeah, I'll just look at it.
He'll put it in the disc and he'll see the menu and it will have been played.
Yeah.
He'll eject it.
Yeah, but no, like
It's a
I've
good game.
I've definitely been more exposed to games just because of people I'm around and.
Deanna, now, do you own a current gen console?
I have the latest is a PS3. That's
Okay,
pretty much
okay.
it.
So you're like Alan, okay.
Yeah, the same situation as Alan.
But you do play PC games.
Mostly, PC games. Well, I have a Mac at home, but yeah, pretty much, which sometimes is limited. I'm like interested in like fantasy characters and like storyline and games. Like
Yeah.
like I was a big fan of Crash Bandicoot, which I'm really excited.
It's coming back. Crash is
It's
back, guys.
Which
It's
is coming back, and I'm really excited about that. But yeah, I was a big fan of Kingdom Hearts. So I didn't get a chance to play it at E3, but I'm pretty excited about that. So it's coming out. So we'll see those.
Sorry.
Is that coming out on PS3?
PS3 or
The next game,
Yeah.
the next
PS,
game technically,
PS4 pretty
is coming
much.
out on PS3. So
Oh, is it?
you can play all the Kingdom Hearts games on PS3. The Kingdom Hearts 3, however, I think it's exclusive to PS4. Speaking of games you play, I know that you're an accomplished, I say accomplished, World of Warcraft fan.
Yes.
What are your thoughts as far as like E3 and essentially a lack of Blizzard / Activision?
Yeah, I was just kind of depressed on that. Like there was, there was no Blizzard booth, but there was people playing Overwatch, which was interesting.
Overwatch. But where was the Overwatch booth? Let's talk about that.
It was underneath a T-Mobile banner,
I'm so
which
confused.
makes absolutely no sense.
I don't understand.
It was T-Mobile, underneath was just Overwatch people, and I was like, T-Mobile, Overwatch, Blizzard. I
Is
don't
there a deal
understand.
going on? I'm like, is Overwatch going mobile? Because last time I checked, I thought T-Mobile
I don't think
was a
that's even
phone company, but I
possible.
could be wrong. Is T-Mobile a phone company?
It is still a phone company,
Okay.
yes.
I just don't.
Unless they made
I'm
a
just
deal with
ignorant.
Blizzard, we have no idea.
Okay.
But yeah, I
okay.
was kind of depressed that like there's no Blizzard, there's no even Activision. Like I didn't really see them, right? There was no. booth
No,
for them?
there was no
Yeah.
Activision or Blizzard. And
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because.
Maybe because they don't really have anything to introduce. Like pretty
Mm.
much, I mean, the Legion is coming out in August.
Yeah.
So that there goes that, and then also Overwatch came out a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And StarCraft, Diablo, I mean, still in current. But I mean, the only thing that's maybe up to date and something new is probably StarCraft or Diablo.
There were some games that were listed that I made a list of. Hopefully I get the ones that are relevant to us, but just the games that we had interest on, and then I'm going to say the name of these games. You just let me know if you have any impressions on them, or if you thought it was cool, or if it was like in development, or just anything that comes to mind. So I'm not going to say. I'm going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. I've said enough about Final Fantasy 15, so I'm not going to mention that. I'm going to be buying the game. That's all you need to know. Any thoughts on Persona 5?
Oh, I didn't get
I never
one.
played that game.
I've never played Persona either, but I was at the booth. Alan, you were there with me.
Right.
It was a mosh pit experience.
It was a little bit mosh pitty. But yeah, the game trailer, which was incredibly long.
Yes.
It was interesting. I mean, you got a full grasp of there's just some RPG elements with turn-based fighting.
Yeah.
There's mundane tasks like going home and working out.
Doing those 2 pull-ups while the cat judges you.
Right. And then being out of breath after doing 2
2
pull-ups.
pull-ups. Yeah. It's hard.
Going to a bathhouse and just chilling.
Learning how to touch a boy.
And the water was getting too hot or something.
I was like, these are gameplay elements. I'm gonna make the water hotter. I was like, do we get experience, or is this like a secret summon?
Yeah, that was weird. I mean, I like the style of it. Again, I was saying it reminded me a little bit of
Very stylish.
Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, it was very with all the graphics and the movement. It was very stylish.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed fun. It was just hard. I mean, everything was in Japanese when we were.
I didn't really know what I was watching until the battle started.
Yeah.
Because I was like, so is this a life sim or whatever? But
right.
I don't know. But yeah,
So
they gave out hats.
Yeah.
And then the lead characters on it was there, he was signing stuff. I didn't know what was going on at the booth, but they had a really cool badge I wasn't able to get, but I got the hat, so I consider it a win.
I got the bag, but not the hat.
You seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, blessings to you, child. Blessings. Tekken? Any Tekken fans?
I like the footage that I saw.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting, and I think Akuma was in it.
Akuma is
at
in
some
it.
point.
That is correct.
Yeah,
We got
I'm
to
a
go
fighting game
into
fan, so it
a
looks-
room, didn't we? Where Tekken was at.
Yes, we did.
To get a hat.
To get a hat. Yeah, to get our hat. Our Heihachi hat.
Yeah. Hey, Hachi. How you doing?
Yeah, and I mean, just I don't know why we were probably just too distracted to want to play while we were in that room. But
Yeah.
it looked cool.
I'm gonna buy
graphics
it.
looked great. It looked
I'll bring
fun.
it here. We can give it a shot.
Yeah.
Maybe just be depressed by it. Resident Evil was something that one of our friends went to see, but unfortunately
none of us-
they were out of tickets, and we
Yeah.
none of us got to experience the VR Resident Evil.
that would've
I'm
been
not
awesome.
about that life. I would want you guys to be about that life, but I'm not about that life. Until Dawn was enough for me. I made poor decisions. Rest in peace, minority kid that I killed.
Matt.
I didn't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Can you at least remember the name of the guy you killed?
Oh, remember me? Deus Ex. That's the tablet game that we got to play.
Right.
There were some other versions of the game. There was a Breach one that I believe one of my friends got to play, Landon, but unfortunately, that one seemed a lot less interesting than the tablet one that we played. And that one was just a really just simple, almost mild puzzle time game, right?
It's kind of like, you have to think a little bit to navigate where you want to go on the map.
Yeah.
It's cool to use your brain a little bit.
And some of us got to see the new Monster Hunter, which was something that another one of our friends was really excited about. She got to play, and her team lost because, not her, but her teammates died. You can look at the footage later in another video. But overall impressions of E3. So I have 3 questions, just get everybody's own personal opinion. At E3, Deanna, starting with you, what game were you most excited about?
Probably Horizon.
Horizon?
Recore.
It was a singular question, but I appreciate the plural.
Well, how many? Should I just do one game? Should I just pick one? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's fine. We were Horizon Recore. Yeah.
Well, I have to pick one. Okay.
You don't have to. It's too hard.
Let's go with Horizon.
Horizon.
Yeah.
Horizon.
I'll go
okay.
with Horizon.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what about you, Doe?
Well, I'll say Legend of Zelda because that's a default answer because it's the only game that they have presented. So I guess that's
It's the only game that you can actually play right now for it to come out.
I'm waiting for Paper Mario Color Splash. I know maybe a little people were.
Where was that?
It's coming out.
No, I mean at E3 or was it?
No, it wasn't there. I'm just
Well,
saying that
exactly,
that's the
it's
game
only
I'm looking forward to.
That's my
Yeah,
point.
that's
That's my point. It's okay. Alan?
Yeah, I'd probably have to say Zelda too, because even though I haven't beaten maybe any of the Zeldas except Wind Waker, every Zelda experience has
Yeah.
been really fun.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this new big world, which they said was 12 times bigger than Skyward Sword, which, that's awesome.
That's the biggest Zelda game.
Yeah.
For me, as far as best games go, I was going to say Legend of Zelda. That I'm excited for the most.
Mm-hmm.
And that answer is primarily true. It would have been primarily true because it's a game I'm going to be able to play soon. But I actually got to physically play Final Fantasy 15. And so I'm going to break the three-way combo and join Deanna by not saying Zelda and saying I am looking forward to Final Fantasy 15. And I got the most hype for that game with this one. Deanna, best presentation. Whether it is the area itself, the movie that you watched, any presentation stand out to you?
I'll say The Last Guardian.
Yeah.
Because very interesting.
Last Guardian, I got a shirt.
I have one too. But
Only
yeah,
that
it was very interesting because basically it was just a ginormous wall, a screen, and it was the main creature. And you can go up to it, to the screen, and kind of interact with the beast, the creature. What's his name? What's the actual creature's name?
Well, according to the shirt, his name is, they call him Toriko,
Oh my, okay.
which I don't know if that's his official name.
Or just the main
But
just
basically he's a human-eating bird beast. That's what the shirt
I
says.
see, okay.
So,
So, yeah, pretty much it was just a ginormous,
and his friend's a kid.
yeah,
She's always with you.
I know.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you-
That was a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
And I loved it too because during that one presentation there was a girl who picked up the bucket really early and the guy was like, "Here, let me take that bucket back." And she just kind of scampered away. But I think she was trying to interact with that thing too. It was kinda-
Kids don't sweat.
She didn't know what to do with it, or
No,
just...
I think she was.
She wasn't even in line for it.
She just was zoomed out there and she picked up the bucket. She's like, oh. And I think he's like, that's not how you treat him. Put that bucket down.
You gotta put it down.
That's not how you treat him.
But anyways, I would have to say the Zelda booth. It just was completely beautiful, and they spent a lot of money on it. It just looked very gorgeous
yeah.
on the inside. And my favorite thing was just the pot of food.
Oh, that's
like,
right.
boop, 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 boop.
Oh, the dancing
The food, the
yeah.
dancing food. That
It's
was
very
awesome.
animated.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah. What about you?
Last Guardian was awesome. I don't know if I picked my favorite.
It was the basketball one.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say.
your one.
So the 2K booth catered to most of my needs, which had a wall with wrestling and a basketball hoop to shoot basketballs. And so I got in line, I shot a basketball, and I won a gold Kobe Bryant coin.
Yeah.
And
Kobe.
that was a good experience for me. So that's my pick for
Kobe is
the
Alex
2K
Bay.
booth was my favorite.
For best presentation, I am going to have to say that once you got into it, I'm probably going to say Zelda too, because like you point out, they spent a lot of money. It's a big investment. They put an effort into their presentation. There were opportunities for photo ops. It had its own climate / atmosphere. Like the weather would change. There'd be lightning.
It had a
storm.
movie theater with the wall that moved up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They put a lot into the little enclosed, private, exclusive place they created for only those who were able to get through the trial of lines to experience. But no, that was probably Nintendo always goes big when it goes to presentation, and you can just tell that's definitely a big part of their culture. They're really big about presentation when it comes to new products. And yeah, they went. It was nice. It was really nice. I'm going to start with you on this one for sure. What is your favorite piece of swag that you got at the convention?
I got a few, luckily. I got some T-shirts. I got the what else did I get? Some bags and the Lego from the Dimension. The
Oh yeah, the exclusive
the
Green Lantern.
the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
So I got a good chunk of swag, luckily.
That's
But
right.
my favorite one, I would say the Last Guardian T-shirt. Actually, that would be my favorite. Actually. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
I would say that.
Yes. What about you, Del?
I would have to say the exclusive Green Arrow Lego minifig because that was the only thing that I got.
Really?
But
Yeah.
you
Not even the bag?
The Final Fantasy bag, you got that. Put that in the bag.
I told you the bags are really good for holding your laundry when you go to dry cleaning. I'm just saying.
Or just
It also
portfolio and
belongs in
stuff.
the
Oh, that's actually good
That's
too.
what I use it for, actually.
I put my dirty clothes in those bags and I take them to the laundry mat. They're big.
They're ginormous.
Yeah, they are. They
You
are.
can
I
just-
like.
If anybody needs a laundry bag, let me know.
I can't believe that was the only thing that you grabbed. Oh, No, you had a bag of
the
EA
bag?
stuff, which we didn't even get to talk
What was
about.
the EA?
No one experienced that but me
Did
and
anybody get it?
Joe.
What was that?
Basically, I'm going to explain this briefly.
Okay.
Outside of E3,
An EA Live, or
At-
not LA Live.
at LA Live, there were two things happening. There was E3 Live LA, which was the public version of E3 scaled down. Like it was like 4% of what was in the convention center. 4%, but you can buy stuff or whatever. And there was a live concert, which had great music or whatever.
Life is too short to last.
I think I heard Blink 82, then Stephen Aoki were like, it was something with remix. It was pretty good.
And they threw cake at
But that offense, that is, do not disrespect food. Food has rights too. It's right to be eaten, not worn. But so much more brief explanation. EA Play was another separate event that if you had an E3 badge you can go through. But they apparently have been going for 3 days. They were there Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday was their last day. And they gave you a bag. And then for each game, for playing it, you got something. Battlefield's giving out dog tags. We were in line for the Titanfall. Instead, we got the shirt and then we turned around and left the line.
We saw a UFC fight.
We saw a UFC.
Well,
It was a UFC 2 game
fight.
Yeah, we got to see the championship match. Anyways, but yeah, so you got that. You got that from them. They gave you a lot of stuff.
It's still the Lego figure.
The Lego figure still stands.
You're
and
trying.
I did. I didn't want to
try.
make it seem like she only got 2 things the whole day she was there. That's all. Swag.
Yeah, I didn't grab too much on the one day I was there. The Persona 5 beanie is not
Morgana.
bad. I kind of like my Heihachi hat. It fits well. I like the bill. I like the
Heihachi.
design.
What about the Kobe coin?
The Kobe coin, I
Oh,
mean,
that's right, yeah.
I had to work. I had to work for that.
Should
No,
that adds the
that coin
value?
is actually kind of cool, actually.
He's like, now that I think about it, thanks for that.
But like, I don't think I'm gonna do anything with it. Like, I can see myself using that Heihachi hat like on multiple occasions.
Yeah,
The Kobe
yeah.
thing is just kind of a collector thing, and I don't think I'll get the game. It's just not really much value to it other than I felt good about making that free throw.
I mean, yeah, and the world saw it.
And the world
I
saw
wasn't
it.
there to record it, so there's no proof it actually happened. As far as we're concerned, Alan actually jumped a poor person for their coin and ran off into the crowd of people.
Well, there were like these cheerleader girls passing them out. I mean, I had to tackle one of them, right? Yeah. Anyways.
It was a very slow tackle. It was a very slow recovery. It was like a, don't worry, I have a girlfriend. It slowly gets up. For me, I appreciate any type of swag that I can wear / fit in. So when they were got t-shirts, the fact that they ran out of the smaller size didn't bother me because they at least had like extra larges. So I was very happy with that. However, I'm going to say it is this hat that I decided to wear to work because I have no home training. The main thing is that I have braids and it fits my head. Hats don't fit my head. And for that, Persona 5, I'm grateful. Thank you, Alice. I thank you. But yeah, that's it. That's all it takes. The Green Lantern was cool. And the other things that I got, the bags, I didn't get any posters. I was smart enough to get
Green
posters.
Lantern?
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow. Third fail that I'm going to acknowledge. That I'm going to acknowledge. Like, you know, all the other things were cool, but for me right now, this ridiculous hat is doing it. 'Cause I don't know where else I can find this hat. I don't know
It
where
is
else to
pretty
find it.
cool, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
thank you.
comfortable, too.
Thank you.
You
So,
probably stole it off some villagers too.
the point is,
Thought I saw you.
well, actually, knowing my look, it doesn't matter. The mosh pit, you guys, the mosh pit. I fought for this hat. I pressed my body up against
Yeah,
other
you
bodies.
did.
And
Like literally was just
a
a raid of mobs. Like,
literally
with just,
was a small opening, and then a small entrance, people being pushed inside,
And they're like,
then
don't
people
push
putting
him. Like,
hats in your
there's
head.
no other way to do
And
it.
then Alan was holding onto my shoulder, and then I felt
And
like
I
a
just-
vacancy, and Alan was like literally.
I was like, oh, I'll see you later.
And so I got in, and I was like, Alan was still trying to get in, and he was right behind me.
oh my god.
Ah, gosh, it was intense.
So there was
It
no
intense.
line, nothing, just a map.
There was
There was a line.
There was a
There
line.
wasn't, then
The
it
line
became
became
like
a
a-
blur, which became a block of people.
Yeah.
But so yeah, this is my favorite piece of swag. And so with that said, in closing, would you guys go again next year, Deanna?
I would say yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I would be going next year. Definitely.
Skipping dough, Alan.
I think it's worth going just for a day and experiencing it, and it's fun to just see games and trailers and stuff.
Okay. Now we acknowledge you, Joe.
Yeah, I would definitely do it. And this year, I think I was able to do like one day of it. Like I said, depending on what Nintendo does next year, if they actually do feature the games on the NX,
gonna be the
or
NX.
just even just the NX itself, I think it'd be definitely.
It should be the NX. Do not give us another Legend of Zelda booth. Don't give us Legend of Zelda on NX, because I'm going to look at you guys and be like, you betrayed us.
It's going to be the exact same.
I
Legend
would.
of Zelda booth.
They're like, hey, budget cuts. No one bought the Wii U. But we did buy the Wii U for Smash Brothers. I am obviously going to go next year when I go. Unless there's something explicit, like little keychains are cool. Presentations that give you stuff, t-shirts are cool. But give me some time to play the game. So that's what I want. Either I want to actually play the game, and I'm going to invest in this.
You can play the game though if you wait in line.
A line within a line within a line.
But Zelda, no Zelda, bad Nintendo. How would you rate your E3 experience on a scale of 1 to 5, Deanna?
I think it's pretty good. I would say like at least 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5,
Yeah.
nice, Alan.
I give it a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5,
Yeah.
disrespected my man. You just want to play more games. That Zelda
It's
betrayed
just
you.
the Nintendo booth, huh?
Yeah.
Betrayed
It just
you.
got you.
Not only was it just not being able to play Zelda, there was just really nothing else Nintendo related, which is just kind of a bummer.
Yeah,
So,
It was just a Zelda world.
and you
But,
can try any of the VR things.
that's
Just Zelda and VR were like, two big things that.
yeah. Oh, I heard there was a Batman VR thing too, but
Yeah.
What about you, Joe?
I would maybe say 4 out of 5 because again, like I only went one day. If I had went 2 days, I think that number would have been dropped a little bit because
Okay.
again, I'm just kind of like the only Nintendo person. Like I enjoy the going with
If
friends.
Nintendo would have had more, it would have probably, yeah, I see, no, what you're saying actually makes sense. What you're saying makes sense, yeah. Me, I am going to go with a 4 out of 5 also. And that's in consideration, obviously the few games I got to play, but also just the fact that I was able to get some really cool swag or whatever's going to remind me to buy games. But I enjoyed a lot of what I saw. Like everything was actually exciting. I'm like, I kind of want to know more about that. I want to know more about Horizon, God of War. Obviously, anything with Square Enix on it that is not a mobile game.
Except Final Fantasy 12.
I was trying not to talk about Final Fantasy 12.
Well, you don't have to because this.
This video's long enough. You guys don't want to hear my thoughts. If you want to hear my thoughts on Final Fantasy 12 or my experience demo, let me know. If not, I'm just gonna just watch the small clip of me playing it. That was 6 minutes long, which is gonna be edited to 6 seconds long. Final Fantasy 12, Zodiac Age. Okay. So yeah. I guess that is it. I have been joined by my friends Deanna. We have Dohan. Don't forget to check out her channel if you haven't already. You should. And then we have Alan Cheesy. Hit him up on his Twitter and feel free to harass him. And at one point, I'm going to have to get him in a video to talk about wrestling because he is my go-to guy when it comes to wrestling. So if you want to know something about that, check Alan Cheesy out's stuff. Link is right there. And of course, you know me. I'm Xalen. And you have been watching LittleNerdyAX's debrief of E3. We're hand gestures. That's it. See you later, Space Cowboys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, thanks for watching our video. And if you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button below and subscribe for more Little Nerdy Axe action in the future. Also, don't forget to leave any comments and share it with your friends. We will see you next time. See you later, Space Cowboy.
Boom, you got that one.